Hi everybody, this is John again at Cigar Advisor and Famous Smoke Shop, and we're finishing up our series on Dram Cigars for whiskey by reviewing the number 4. Now, typically we only had one Scotch or whiskey to go with our cigar, but today we're doing something a little special. I will be drinking the Laphroaig to go with my cigar, and my co-host Evan will be drinking Jack Daniels today. So, let's get smoking and see what these pairings have to offer. This is the first time that we both have smoked the cigar, so we'll see what plays out. What do you think right off the bat?
So far, there's a lot less spice to it than the number 3, even less spice than the number 2.
Oh yeah.
This is very smooth, very rich almost.
No spice up front.
Compared to the others, I would say this is the dessert.
Right.
Decadent.
Yeah.
Very decadent. Lots of rich, well-developed flavors.
Oh yeah.
Even almost some chocolatey or coffee kind of notes to it.
It is a good. I feel like this is a good after a meal cigar.
Sure.
Like after after a steak or something like that. Like this is a real like. I don't want to say meaty because that's like one of the flavors on the flavor wheel of cigars, but it really is a meaty cigar. Like
yeah.
it's thick. It's a thick smoke. But right off the bat, I got some of the woody flavors.
Sure.
Zero spice.
No.
Absolutely zero spice.
No spice.
No spice whatsoever. I'm getting the woodiness, I'm getting the smokiness, and you're right, I'm getting a little bit of a sweetness on the back end. I don't know if I would say it's cocoa, but that's just my palate.
Unsweetened cocoa.
Okay.
That's what I'm tasting.
All right, cool.
On the finish.
I get the coffee.
Like baker's chocolate.
Okay.
The stuff you don't eat.
Right.
Not a Hershey bar.
All right, fair enough. I get the coffee a little bit, the roasted coffee.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little bit on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I feel like this cigar is definitely not limited to just whiskeys, bourbons, scotches. Mm-mm. This cigar actually I think would go really great with a stout.
I can really see that.
Like even a Guinness.
I'm a big stout drinker, and
yeah.
You're absolutely right. This would go very well with a stout.
Mm-hmm.
So, explain to me the inspiration behind pairing it with the Jack Daniels.
Well, the Jack Daniels is a little bit sweeter of a spirit.
Okay.
Something in the back of my head just told me this was going to be my dessert cigar.
Right.
A lot of people do drink scotches after dinner. I tend to drink my scotches before dinner.
Okay.
I like a sweeter bourbon, something like a Jack. Jack, not a bourbon, but a sour mash Tennessee whiskey. So it's not as sweet.
Right.
So I felt like it would pair really well with the cigar.
Okay, cool.
As opposed to, say, the Angel's Envy, which we paired with the number 3,
right.
Which was spicy, a lot of honey.
Really complex flavors.
Yeah, I think this is going to just go perfectly with it.
So I'm doing the Laphroaig today. Honestly, I picked up the recommendation. Now, once again, this is in the marketing material that
Sure.
Renee Castaneda sent me, and this was on the list. Now, I only picked this because we had a coworker that tried the Dram number 4 over this past weekend, and he paired it with the Laphroaig and said that even though that's a really intense Scotch whiskey,
It is.
it's supposed to go fantastically with the cigar. Like it's supposed to mesh very well. Very odd sensation, very odd flavors.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of what I'm looking for.
All right. Well, let's get drinking and see what we come up with.
Let's get drinking. Gin gin. Really peaty.
Mine isn't.
Right. Right. Really peaty.
Yeah.
I do like Laphroaig though. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
okay
good.
with it. Yeah.
You know, Laphroaig is a Scotch drinker's Scotch.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah. No, right off the bat, drinking my Laphroaig, which I love. Laphroaig sticks with you, so it's overpowering a lot of the cigar, which is okay. But the sweetness, the slight sweetness of the cigar that I have in here, along with the smokiness, is really coming out, and it's adding a spicy note.
Yeah.
It's adding spice to the cigar. So I kind of see my coworker's view of when he smoked it, and he was telling me about it, of how it's a strange sensation because it's essentially just transforming this cigar into a really intense, all-encompassing flavor bomb of a smoke instead of that dessert cigar. So it's kicking it up like 3 notches for me.
See, the Jack actually kind of plays on those desserty notes of the cigar.
Okay.
It brings out the sweetness in the cigar a little more. It didn't bring spice, it just brought smoothness. And actually a little bit of warmth from the whiskey.
Okay.
Like, I'm getting, it's like I went from eating a brownie that's been on the counter for a couple days to like eating a molten chocolate lava cake when
Okay.
mixing the two together. Not that it's overwhelmingly sweet or overwhelmingly chocolate, but that same kind of sensation.
Okay, so it's bringing out more of the flavor or the dessert notes.
Yeah.
In the cigar.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of cool because yours is bringing out the dessert notes, and mine is kicking it up with all of the more intense notes.
Yeah.
And
The
mine's
spice and the smoke.
Yeah, mine's drawing away from the dessert smoke. Yours is going more towards the dessert smoke. Boy, that's kind of interesting.
Right?
So a contrasting pairing.
A contrasting pairing. See, yours is more of a contrasting pairing.
And yours is
Mine is more of a complementary pairing.
right on. See, I'm learning. This is why I like having you for the reviews, because I learned that in the Dram Cigar number 3 review, and I'm gonna pretend I'm an executive chef too. So let's add some ice to this.
I'll add a little ice as well.
All right.
I typically don't with Jack Daniels, but we're experimenting. Let's play with it.
You're diluting the pride of Tennessee.
I might be. Let's hope they don't come up and Lynchburg me.
Oh Jesus!
All right, let's
I
see.
want to see what the ice in the water does to Laphroaig.
It's going to open yours up a lot.
You think?
Yeah. Mine, actually, putting ice in the Jack Daniels is probably going to calm that warming sensation, which honestly I'm not convinced is going to be a good thing. But in the spirit of science, let's give it a shot.
I know. I thought it was going to dilute the Laphroaig a little bit and get rid of the peatiness a little bit.
It will a little bit, but really it's going to open it up and bring out more of the aromas, more of the flavors that you're tasting while mellowing it slightly.
Let's do it. Sweeter. A lot sweeter. The peatiness is still there in spades, but it's bringing out a sweeter note to it. That just made it really interesting, adding the ice. Because now I'm still getting the spice that Laphroaig gave me, the neat, but now an undeniable sweetness is coming through.
Yeah?
Like an undeniable, I don't want to say honey, I kind of want to say it's more of the, don't laugh at me because I hate using like obscure flavor notes in cigar reviews, but it tastes like fig.
Tastes like fig. Interesting.
Yeah. Like a little bit, a kind of a fig note, which is interesting. I mean, it's odd. Every once in a while with pairings, you get that note, or just on cigars in general, sometimes you get that. So it's very rare to get a fig note, I feel, but that's exactly what I'm experiencing right now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never would have expected that from a Laphroaig.
Oh, that's neat. I'm gonna drink more of this. Whiskey and liquor in general has deep roots in the cigar industry. A lot of people like to pair them with typically brown liquor. So for them to actually go in and blend cigars around the scotches and whiskeys that they enjoy, I think that's absolutely fantastic. And they provided us with marketing material for these suggestions that we've tested out on the Dram 1, 2, 3, and now 4. And every single one of them has been an absolute home run. They really know what they're doing over there.
Yes, they do.
So, for our final review, this is John, and this is my boy Evan over here, and we will see you. I hope you enjoyed the review.